Alright, welcome to Addicted to Fireball, everybody.
Cut.
Over. We're done.
Oh, alright. That's it.
Thanks for coming.
Have a great night.
Thank you for all your donations.
It is forever.
I am forever.
True polymorph.
Cool.
I am immortal.
So, should I give us a recap now? Or do you
Yeah,
want to do the...
give a recap, Professor.
Alright. So, last time on Addicted to Fireball, the party ventured into the surrounding jungle on the Pirate Isles to kind of get the lay of the land, see what they were going to be up against the next day when they knew they would be traveling to the heart of the Dragon Isle in search of a forgotten temple. The party encountered a large amount of spiders, but other than that, the wildlife presence was slim to none. They made their way back to town where they acquired a gem for thousands of gold. 1,000 gold. They met up with Nextral and eventually met up with the boat as well. Captain Sidney had come to pick us up. Took us about halfway around the island until Ephraim, using some maps that we had gotten from in town, was able to kind of pinpoint our location as best he could to lead us straight towards the lake at the center of the Dragon Isle. And so we spent the night out on the boat, and then we docked, we got to shore, and we made our way into the forest. We were in search of several material components that Kriv had made a deal to collect in exchange for information about Taldor, the slave trade baron of sorts. And so we were in search of these material components, one of which was some kind of rare bark from trees that it would seem, animate themselves. And as we had been walking for several hours into the forest, we encountered several of these moving trees that tried to murder us. And so Roman heroically battled the creatures and saved the group. Alright, fine. We worked really well as a team and we destroyed all of them relatively easily. At least that is Roman's belief, is that was a relatively easy combat. I mean, Bimble can just make explosions all the time, so...
Literally all the time.
Life is just going to be great.
Yep.
So, we had learned shortly after the battle, though, that this was not enough of the product that Kriv was in need of, and so we once again began our search of these creatures.
It was more you deliberately trying to provoke them than us searching.
Well,
yeah, that happened.
That was Roman's idea for how to draw more of them to us, because that's what had driven them, or drew them to us the first time.
Yes.
Or so I thought. I mean, us kind of hacking our way through the forest. They've been following us the whole time. Or at least a portion of the time. You know, we made our perception checks to see something is following us, right? So...
Not so much. You made perception checks to see that there were creatures over there, and immediately combat ensued. Or near immediately.
After you
Not
stabbed
my
the
fault.
tree next to you with your...
So, if anybody is opposed to the idea of Roman loudly hacking his way through the forest, speak now.
Or forever.
Or forever hold your peace.
Sure, that's how you always go through forests.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
to
much.
go through.
Roman don't give no fuck.
No, everybody.
No, not everybody.
You cut a path through the forest until the trail's clear.
There are people that don't have to do that.
Lots of people that don't choose to do that. I don't think it's ever a have to, a necessity.
Well, in a thick enough rainforest kind of environment, for the unskilled and untrained.
Right. So Roman yanks the machete out of the tree. He wipes some of the sweat from his brow. Kind of readjusts some of his gear. Starts looking around. Starts going the direction that the trees came from and hacking a path if there isn't one.
Yep, so that's where we're at.
Alright, so,
The rhino falls in behind him, I guess.
Am I riding you?
Go
yet?
ahead of
I
it.
think I'm riding you.
Are you riding me? I think you're riding me.
Yeah.
You hop on.
Yeah, we can take the
That's
time.
the thing.
In combat, it was an
Get your
issue
lance?
because I had to use. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hold up the lance.
Nothing like a rhino charger.
alright, so you begin trekking through the forest. Stomping whatever,
Settler foot stomping?
set what?
Nothing.
And after traveling for another 30-40 minutes,
time of day does that make it?
Noon.
I'd say well before noon, depending on what time of day you set to the beach and
Pretty early.
What time we got up
Travel,
and
so,
got
like-
everybody together?
I'd
probably,
say
probably closer to 10.
I was gonna say like 9:43.
You're right. I did say like 40 minutes later, so
Thank you.
not an hour later.
Good call.
And you, as you're hacking through, you realize you can stop because you reach a clearing. At the center of this clearing is a giant tree.
Is it moving?
Yeah.
Swaying in the wind a little bit.
Is there a save point nearby?
No, there's not.
God damn, this dungeon is hard. I think
No save
well,
points.
we can't use our tent, so
Alright.
and we got potions.
These creatures can move
I
into
got
the
this.
earth.
Do you
It's
need heals?
impossible to track them. Anybody have any other ideas about how we can locate them?
Well, if they're guarding anything, it's probably that.
You think this tree is valuable to them?
They wouldn't have let us walk up to it.
They were guarding something, and they're
How far-
trees, and that's a big tree.
How far away is this tree?
Bigger the tree is, typically the older it is.
The clearing is about 40 feet from edge to tree
Okay.
on all sides. Not exactly. It's an irregular. It seems to be a natural formation,
Okay.
not a
Move
cleared
Not a
circle.
clear-cut one, right?
Right.
to the tree.
Crib, is that tree of the wood that you require?
Can I tell from here?
No.
Alright,
Walk up to the tree.
I prefer not to actually damage it, please.
ride on over.
Roman is going to stay about 15 feet back and follow.
Fireball!
You see the tree begin to move.
No.
Well, you didn't want to just go.
Oh, no.
A section of the bark opens up,
No.
splits into a mouth,
It's the Deku tree.
and
Does
a
the
large
do you wanna
bellowing.
save now screen come up?
No.
This is just a no save.
It's just no save.
Wow.
It's a no save island.
Man.
And in a deep, booming, and slow voice, you hear, "Who dares destroy my brethren?"
Roman, I think he's talking to you.
I
This-
turned around.
This is a misunderstanding that was gone too far.
You have been stomping through the sacred forest and killed many in your path.
Ah, they attacked us. We need some of your bark. If you just give us some, we won't kill you.
Roman,
I put my hand up to you.
Okay.
Please excuse my friend. He doesn't understand.
It's a tree.
he's half giant.
Ah,
It's a team tree. All life is sacred.
Roman looks at you like you lost your
carry on, animal friend.
We were sent into these woods to collect bark from your brethren. We need it so we can gain information to help free those who are being treated unfairly. We would appreciate any help if there is anything that has been shed freely by you or your people that we could take without having to harm anyone.
Is there something we could do for you? Perhaps.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Fetch quest for the fetch quest for the fetch quest.
Do we have a map to our quest log?
I don't
Thanks.
think so. I don't think so. Just time.
We need a whiteboard. For a
You
quest
storm in here, kill those in your path, but you say this is not your way?
Yeah.
As I said, we need materials to help those who are in trouble. We mean no harm to you or your family.
Most of us.
The deaths of your kind were in our own defense. Yes, we entered your land. How the hell was I supposed to know it was some sacred forest? Nobody around here tells us those kinds of things. We just come in here looking for the bark, and your trees attack us. What do you think we're gonna do? We didn't do it willingly. And
They
we
would
won't
not
kill-
attack unprovoked. I saw the way you stomped through into this clearing without to care for anything in your path.
We are not of your kind. We do not know your ways.
Diplomacy check?
Me?
We'll go with Kriv.
Yeah,
He's been discussing this the most.
yeah.
17 plus. So, let's see here.
Or is it advantage for assistance?
What was that? Is this a persuasion check?
Sure. Yeah, that's
All right,
diplomacy.
22.
This-
Nice.
You need to leave here as soon as you can.
Agreed.
Do not harm any more of my brethren, and tread lightly.
We will do our best. Is there any way you can aid us in our quest for supplies? Can you tell me if there's a place where you've discarded unwanted shell?
Ask him about the lake.
He reaches up in his hair branches, and you hear a crunch of dead wood, a crack, and he hands you sets a large branch on the ground. Will this get you out of here?
Will it? Yeah.
It looks to be enough to complete your quest.
Okay.
There.
Absolutely. We need to get to the lake. Is there a path out of your territory that leads to the lake where we would do the least amount of damage possible? We are clumsy, but we will do our best.
Yes, the lake you speak of. And he turns and points to the west. Is just a day's walk that way. Do not be so careless in the future, or I cannot promise that you will make it out of the forest.
We appreciate your generosity.
Can I pick up the tree trunk?
Yes.
Right. I have a 20 strike.
You can drag it.
Like drag it.
Yeah.
That's not going to be very destructive. Well, let me think about this for a second. Okay, so we're 4 hours in.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we would have to grab it and drag it another day to drag it back to, you know what I'm saying?
How
Like a
heavy
day.
are the bundles?
No, alternatively, you wouldn't have to drag the whole thing.
Do we need the whole thing?
No.
Oh,
You would.
I thought. My bad, dude.
You
Just
got.
in the bark?
We have 3/4 of what we need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I don't.
they're just like the bundles of campfire wood you see. You need
Yeah.
like 4 of those.
Okay.
Worth
Where
of
you
stuff,
look
and you
for
have
faggot?
3 of them.
A faggot of wood.
All right, sweet.
Larger
faggots.
chunks than
Yeah, but I'm rhino.
most faggots are, but
Okay.
Okay.
more like split wood is what I'm thinking of. I mean, I guess it'd be the same size. And
I'm a rhino. I can't.
you're a rhino.
Yeah.
You can break it though.
You can make a saddlebag out of it.
Yeah, just strap it to the rhino.
Just strap it to the rhino.
And then I turn out
Just
a rhino.
Just put the strap on the rhino.
Or you have the rhino impale the horn into the log.
We don't need the whole log.
You don't need the whole log.
All right, sweet.
That's the
So
wood and surgeon separate.
Let's get what we need.
We could send the bird
I-
back with the bundles.
I get down off the rhino, and
I don't think you can.
I go to pull out my axe slowly, and
The tree has posed in a slightly different position than you initially saw him in, and just
Okay.
is inanimate.
Is the
Okay.
mouse still there?
I
No.
mouse.
Mouth.
Oh, mouse.
There's a bit of like a nodding of the wood and small opening, but
I want to look at it.
I spent some time chopping at the.
Look at it, can
I aid as best I can to
Okay.
get the quantity that we need.
okay. Sure, it takes you a few minutes, not long.
Sure. After we have what we need, I turn back to the tree and, with your permission, would it be best to leave this here, or should we remove this from your sight?
As you're looking into the mouth, it was just like a really shallow recess, opening about the size of, your fist or a little larger.
Oh yeah.
And it opens up and just like you can see like 3 feet in, and it just is the inside of the tree.
Oh shit!
Look at this.
And he says, "Take it with you," and points off to the west. And 2 of the larger trees on the opening like stand up and move aside a little ways.
Okay.
Holy shit! Look at that!
Goddamn forest is haunted. Alright, Roman picks up at one end of the log, just kind of like this, and just starts dragging it between the trees that move.
I'll go to the other end.
What?
I thought you spent the time chopping it into like a bundle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought we chopped the bark off. I'm not picturing this correctly. Okay, so we chopped it into bundles and we're taking it with us.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We do that.
Okay.
Sweet.
Done.
Off we go.
We start walking towards the lake, or what we think is the lake.
What?
So we have wood.
Yep.
We always have wood.
Yeah.
Full staff all day.
I try to move more carefully on the way out.
Does Roman as well?
What?
Are you
He
gonna
said
be
he
careful?
tries to move more carefully.
Just walk behind the rhino.
Yeah,
can't
walk
do more
behind
than-
the rhino.
Sure, yeah.
Can't do more
no
damage
longer
than
lead the
that.
way chopping, the forest down. So if there's a path, then we don't need to, right?
Well, it's not a full-on path, but the clearing opened up to kind of show you the direction. It still is a dense forest beyond it.
Well, if Roman personally doesn't give a shit, but it seems like other people in the group do, so he is going to not purposefully destroy the forest. But if he gets to a position where it's like, this is really fucking annoying that we will have to walk all the way around this, he's just going to hack it up. So
Okay. And with that mentality, you continue.
what else do we need, Kriv, other than the wood?
Forgot already.
I forgot. Roman probably remembers.
Yeah, I'm sure Kurt remembers too.
Awesome.
Ink-
Does Ephraim remember?
ink from
Yeah,
the...
ink.
You need ink from the
creature in the lake.
from the creature in the lake. That's where you're heading towards.
Feathers from...
Feathers from bird people.
Feathers from a specific bird.
Bird person.
Large, large
Large
bird.
We will retrieve ink from a beast that dwells within the lake, and then beyond there will be some large birds, of which we need the underfeathers from.
Any one of these creatures, or any one of these trees around us could be one of those creatures.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That
Probably
large
right.
trees
All of
seem to
them.
have control over the entire forest.
So if we take control of him, we'd control the forest. I see where you're going with this.
I'm not saying that's impossible.
I might have a spell.
I don't understand.
And if not, I can just forge the documents.
No, it says all on the island!
It says right here, you belong to me.
It's a contract.
Quite frankly, I don't understand how any of this works. It's magic, so of course I'm not going to understand it.
That's not magic.
The creature making trees move around isn't magic.
No.
Trees don't normally move around. It's got to be magic.
Well,
It's a race of people, like whatever you are. wherever you come from. That's normal there.
You saying every tree is part of this race?
No.
No.
There are some species of plants that can move. There's actually quite a few different kinds. I know a
You
particular.
tell me that's not magic.
No,
I mean, it might be, but it doesn't have to be.
look at me. I'm a talking bird.
That,
Not all birds can talk. I'm
that
not
is
magic.
magic.
Holy shit, you're a fucking bird?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're not a plant. They don't eat sun.
Leave me upside.
That image is awesome.
Sorry, what was that? Can you do that again?
No.
If you
Would we
think
be aware
that's
of the
weird,
process of photosynthesis at this point
No,
in time?
probably not.
if you think
But
that's
maybe that
weird,
they lean towards sun.
in the Underdark, there's fungus people.
Look, I don't even know what the fucking Underdark is.
That's probably magic.
It's where all the fun guys
That
live.
sounds like magic.
It's similar to your taint.
No, it's not.
How long are we traveling in the forest?
All day.
Tell me.
Well,
So how do you ever know if something's a creature or not? How do we know that rock right there?
it took
is not
45
really
minutes
a
to
rock
get
person?
to the tree.
Ask it.
Are you a rock
We're there,
person?
chopping
No,
wood,
of course not.
so-
It's a fucking rock.
Why would you ask
15
it?
minutes to an hour.
Because your
We
dumbass told me to
travel
do it.
For 3 hours
Do you listen to
with
everything I
nothing
say?
happening.
I hear everything you say.
Have
And
you
at that point, I can no longer
considered
be
investing
wild.
in real estate?
For the last 4 hours. So, we're traveling through the woods.
Yep.
How long has it been? Has it been 4 hours?
It's been about 4 hours since you, your
At about
point
the
of reference.
4 hour mark from when I turned into a rhino, I suddenly shaped back into a small dragon born and am crushed to the ground by Grib.
And you were, just walking through the forest, like, trying to be a less destructive rhino,
Lost track of time.
and forgot that you could no longer keep this shape.
So, as a spellcaster or a shapeshifter, are you aware that you're about to go out of form and can do something about it? Or
Typically, unless you're not paying attention to what's going on, like
Gotcha.
anything else.
I was distracted. Right on. Her.
Not a big, timer in your center of your HUD that warns you're gonna push back.
There's an atom
mess.
Just like, sometimes you're walking along, you trip on your own feet, or you whatever.
Alright, yeah, I looked down. Why have we stopped moving?
You see a little dragon girl.
I stand up, and I offer down a hand to help you up.
I'll give a warning next time.
I lost track of time.
Ah.
At,
Trying to get my fat
As
feet
far as
back.
everything just looks the same, so trees that you don't know if they're people.
People trees.
I'd say Bimble and Ephraim, around this time you've started to notice the bird calls are a little different.
Oh shit!
Not
Like we're all gonna die.
no, like
I don't know
birds
this.
that are, I don't know, you
As
might.
a druid.
You might. Well, you're a less druidy druid than the other druid.
Yeah. Be more druidy.
More calls of water birds again.
I hate water birds.
So you can tell you're getting close, closer to the lake, and shortly after that, you guys break out of the tree line to a small clearing on the edge of a large lake in the center of the isle.
We don't want to break through
Middle of
that
the island.
clearing. We want to stay in the woods for cover and observe the lake
Okay.
from a distance.
Roman takes a knee, takes off the helmet,
We're
kind of
gonna
rests.
roll
There's a soft. It's just a soft slope down into the water, the shoreline.
Is it a pretty big lake? Can we see the other side?
Like-
You can see the other
like-
side, but it's a rather large lake.
How's the water look?
Trying to,
Pretty calm.
yeah.
Like if you were gonna
Placid
picture a
almost?
different lake that we've been to.
I'm trying to picture a lake that I've been to. It's definitely no Michigan or anything that scale, but it's
Long
Lake
lake,
Winona.
like Winona. Yeah.
yeah. That's a good reference.
Okay.
Monona are a
Lake
little
Wasona.
larger.
Oh, Lake Wasona.
What's that, Rick?
And yeah, the water seems calm. You see, a few gulls around.
Do we happen to see the crumbling remains of a temple?
Mine?
Not from this point,
Okay.
this vantage point. You do know that you're approaching from the east shore of the lake. You're approaching from moving westwardly,
Okay.
and the temple was to the north.
Okay.
Mm.
Roman pulls out his water skin, downs the last of it. I hope that water's drinkable.
If you had to
Hot
guess,
as hell out here.
if you had to guess how many gallons that lake was,
Volumetrically. Well, we can't
More
see the
than
bottom,
4.
so it's hard to say. If we assume an average depth of like 30 feet,
It's making a lot of assumptions.
I know.
Between 1 and 16 million gallons.
Okay.
Know what that
Lots.
amounts to? Lots.
Lots.
Okay.
Lots.
Don't quote me on that.
not worth it. No.
Alright, so how long does the group want to observe the lake for before taking action?
Is it heavy water or light water?
It's typical water.
Well, both are
It's
fairly
hard, it's
typical.
hard water.
Is this a single creature in this lake we're looking for, or multiple?
We don't know.
We don't know, some kind of squid thing.
I got an idea.
Pink creature. Control water, lift
What's your
all
idea?
the water out of the lake.
Will shoot
But I can
one of these
create a trench. That's what I was gonna
annoying birds, and it'll land in the lake, and we'll see creature
So you want to bait it?
hungry. Yeah, bait it.
Smart.
I hate seagulls.
I'm already baiting over here.
Well, I mean, it might be too small of a bait. I recommend using.
A shark.
That would surely put her in danger.
Well, that's one of the reasons I bring her along.
Fair. That's fair. That makes sense.
You know we do this.
I suppose.
What if we try the seagull first?
This will probably be less dangerous than the bears.
So since the lake obviously is a clearing because there's no trees in the lake, we're able to see any kind of topography that is higher up, off in the distance, maybe.
Yeah,
above the
off,
tree
off in the distance, you can see the mountain.
line? Okay.
On the other side of the lake, there's more forest. You can see, a couple patches of clearing near the shore, but for the most part, the forest line is rather close.
Okay. Roman just kind of takes a glance around to see if there would be like a vantage point that maybe a race of people would be living in, or groups of people, or people that would maybe take notice of us shooting a bird out.
You don't see any signs of no smoke, no unnatural clearings, no structures that you can see.
Cool.
I will recommend, though, watching from above be easier to see.
Oh,
If it's a giant blue sea silhouette swimming around.
At
I
least
could- I
some of
could
the clarity of
just-
the water.
catch one of them and rend it with my talons. Throw it into the. I'll do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to fly out there?
I hate seagulls.
You hunt seagulls.
Get them.
And
I
throw
hunt some
them in the
seagulls.
lake.
Throw them in the lake.
Roman is going to take out his bow and arrow and stay in the tree line.
Okay.
Oh,
But
what a wuss.
we're all staying in the tree line.
Are we?
Except for
No,
Ephraim, right?
I'm laying on the beach drinking wine.
Not so much a
Really?
but
Yeah,
Why are we even doing this?
because we need a way to catch squid.
Yes.
Yeah, we're fishing.
So he's getting bait. I've got a fishing rod, and I'm drinking. What else do you do?
I'll throw
Yeah,
you.
you didn't consult the
Is
group
everybody
at all,
cool
you
with
just did.
Maren going out and laying on the beach getting drunk?
You already
I
did
don't
it.
think it hurts us.
But where's
Alright.
Maren?
I'm bait.
What the hell?
I'm baiting.
Is he baiting?
I will catch
He's a master.
a
of the check
seagull,
Okay.
Not a lot of
Throw it
practice.
in Maren.
eviscerate it,
Sounds good.
throw it at him. He can use the insides for bait, and then I'll just proceed to grab other seagulls and just
My
tear them
water.
apart.
I can
Just throw
Just
them
jumble
everywhere.
it.
Jumble like the seagull.
Fuck seagull.
I hate seagulls. Annoying.
You see some fish like nibbling on it. It's a
Well,
rather,
that's
it's a
probably
rather
it.
clear lake. You can see it, several feet down at least as there are some fish biting at your little seagull parts.
Is there anything, like, do I notice anything beneath the water of any note?
No, nothing of significant size or.
There's supposed to be a temple around here too, right?
You from your overhead perspective, you can see the temple to the north. It's up. Looks like a pyramid that we would find in like Central America, like the tiered, as opposed to the smooth slopes. Mostly covered in
Pieces.
trees and foliage and vines and.
So it looks like a hill almost, but
Almost looks like a hill, but there are definitely stone sections outcropping that, and just due to the general shape of it, you can tell it's not just a natural hill.
would I know that?
Yeah, it's not extremely covered.
It's a temple over there.
Try casting light on him before you drop him in the water.
Oh, right. That's that's what we're doing. Baiting the thing.
Not just genocide of seagulls.
Then I do that.
Okay.
What's Byron doing?
Fishing.
How many seagull guts?
Seagull guts.
You see as the lit bird, parts of him like sink into the water. Some of them get eaten by fish. As it sinks deeper, you see a large shadow engulf it, and then it disappears.
That's it.
Holy!
Do I see this?
Did
from
you
the
see that?
shore or
No.
the tree line?
No, it's
we can't see shit from down here.
Can you dive and get it?
No,
I'd say it's probably 30 feet below the surface.
something big down there.
So he says that.
Want to
Right.
get it?
I have an idea.
What?
Well, it's a swimming creature. What if I just remove the water where it's at?
Move all the water?
It's about 30 feet.
Quite a bit of water.
It's about 30 feet down. I can also control water.
You just hover
Yeah.
over where it is.
Where he threw his thing, the bird.
Mm-hmm.
He said there's something big down there. I'm going to cast control water.
Sure.
I'm going to use the. Which effect?
The Moses effect.
The Moses effect.
Get Moses.
The part water. It's a 100-foot cube area, and I'm just going to
Yeah, that's not very big.
100
feet deep by
100 feet wide. Yeah, a cube with 100.
Oh, a
100
cube
feet
up to
on each
100
side.
feet on a side.
Yep.
Okay.
Centered where he just was. I'm gonna part the water.
Get Moses. I'm not going to spend a fourth level spell doing that.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You see how 300 foot range?
Yeah.
So do you just create like a channel to it, or do you create just a cube?
Where
The correct answer is you're going to create a channel to it.
sure.
Well, we'll say it's
Well, how far out into the lake is this
From shore.
good point.
from shore?
We will say it is 200 feet out.
Okay.
So we can't make a
So you
channel.
can't make a channel.
Can't make a channel.
So
So where he threw his thing in and he yelled, "There's something down there." That's the
Part the
center-
water,
That's the,
there's
center,
a-
that's the center of the cube.
there's a
100 foot by 100
100
foot.
foot by 100 foot cube. Ephraim, if he's still in the air, can see
Fish.
some fish falling down into the water. There's some rocks coming up at the bottom of his cube, but not entirely. There's still water around and below.
So in some places it's deeper
It's
than
about
100 feet.
100
Yes.
feet.
Okay.
Is it just deeper? Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Does Ephraim see a giant creature flopping around like a fish on land?
No.
Damn. It's fast.
Or it
Obviously,
could be
I
another
can't see
spot.
anything,
Right.
so I just
The
made
water
the water
parts.
part right
What's
there.
it look like?
So you got a rhino, right?
It's
No,
glorious.
I changed where you crushed me.
You see it?
No.
Well, that sucks.
Do it again.
Well, for 10 minutes I can control water, so I'm basically going to move this square around or keep doing it. Like,
Do you
around.
decide that you can continue to control other sections, or you have for 10 minutes control over that one section?
I can. The trench remains until the spell ends, or I choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills in the trench over the course of the next round until the normal water level is restored.
So you just alternate effects with something else.
But it's
Well,
the
you
same.
could. You could
It's the same 100-foot
essentially as a. You think it's the same 100-foot square that you're affecting in? Is that what it is?
Well, it's your call, John.
I don't think I can move it. I think it's that same area. Yeah.
In an area, you choose up to 100 feet.
Range, and then you pick
So
one
then-
spot in that area is effective.
Then part water.
Can you whirlpool it?
I can whirlpool. If I want to make a whirlpool right there.
Can you also
Well,
heat
fish
the
for
water?
days,
Because if you can
guys.
whirlpool it and heat it, then you just hang out there for a while.
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright,
You
so what are
could-
you guys doing?
You can make a
Whirlpool-
wave.
Is
And,
whirlpool going to be useful for us at all?
It could discombobulate the creature and force it to the surface. Because it'd pull everything towards the center of the whirlpool. Then you part it,
we can make a wave.
and you would for sure know where it
Throw
is.
it. Try and throw it on shore.
Well, why don't we just pull it on land?
So Matt, yeah, with the
Do that.
wave. Throw the beast on shore.
Do what you do with the boat.
I can't see the beast.
We'll have to go find it.
Oh, I thought you could just make all the water. I don't know how this works.
Well,
I can just dive in there and try to wrap this chain around the thing and then pull it out.
no, I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out. Don't worry.
All right.
Tucker, do you want to come with?
Sure.
Okay.
We're gonna killer whales.
Well, you can be killer whale. I was going to become another crocodile
Oh.
for the grappling.
Yeah, I can't change into a killer whale, but just polymorph myself to the killer whale. I want to use another fourth level spell, but I don't know if I want to do that right away.
Just turn into whatever you can turn into with your.
As a fish thing?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I hope
honey
a
badger.
swimming dinosaur.
Honey badger.
Turn into a honey
Turn into a
badger.
honey badger.
I imagine those fun.
They do it.
Honey badgers. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
I don't give a fuck.
So you're going to turn into a crocodile?
I'm gonna turn into a crocodile, and I'm gonna go in there and see if I can't find it.
Split the party.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna grab
great
it
plan.
and pull it with the land.
Are we really split though?
Well, I'm not going in.
We're all around the area though.
Everybody grab on.
Everybody.
Try to do a crocodile.
I grab my lance and I mount the crocodile. And
I hope
surely
you
I
do.
won't drown.
Hope you can hold your breath as long as I can. Yeah.
Okay. We can hold our breath for a number
I think I
of
stand
minutes
short.
equal to our constitution modifier, is that correct?
I have no idea. But as a
Yeah.
crocodile, I can do it for 30 minutes.
That's amazing.
So, that's a thing.
Where is the...
Holding breath, see suffocation.
That's a good one.
Suffocation. See status effects.
183.
Look for a giant shark.
Suffocating. A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1, plus its constant. I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
I can hold my breath for 4 minutes.
Beast.
Dude, I'm a beast. Minimum 30 seconds.
You can hold it for 10 times.
And then I can survive for a number of rounds, 14 rounds after that.
Hey, look at that. Still a minute and a half. So you just gotta come back every 5 minutes.
Easy mode. You got this.
I take my armor off. I grab your tail. I'm coming with you.
Let's kick this in.
Alright.
Alright, so I have a
So,
short sword and no armor.
do you have that net?
I have a net too. A net, a chain, and a short sword. Got my bases covered that way.
How heavy is the chain?
I don't know, you tell me.
How big is the chain?
Like 10 feet?
That sounds like it'd be pretty heavy.
Probably.
What gauge is it? I mean, is it like the chain you'd use to like let your dog out, or
No,
the
it's
chain
like
you'd
a
use to
necklace.
like pull Pull a car out of
Anchor
a
chain.
ditch.
It's a chain that I use for
Plesiosaurus.
beating people to death with. So you tell me the gauge of that.
Alright.
Anchor chain. That's what I used to be
I
fond of.
probably haven't seen one.
Sweet, I ride the crocodile into the lake. It's gonna be awesome.
Have
Okay.
I ever seen a plesiosaurus?
No.
Damn it.
Alright, so we've got a huge crocodile. We've got a
To be determined aquatic creature that he is throwing through to find a good CR2,
just roll like a 90 and then you're gonna be
whatever you want.
A honey badger.
like a honey badger.
Roll it. Roll
Is
it.
that just what it is now?
Yeah,
If you
man.
fail your honey badger.
Yeah.
I
Which
think
is
it's
actually
good.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So you like want to fail?
Yeah.
The only way to turn into a honey badger is by failing your
Yes,
roll.
because they're mythical creatures.
You'd be a quipper.
63, so I successfully
Only a
did
challenge
whatever I
rating
wanted to
0.
do.
Just like a fish.
I just was looking in the back of his beast
Right.
stuff.
Oh.
Super
He
cool.
probably needs this thing.
Sweet.
Can't be a
Enter the water.
Alright, you enter the water.
Before he goes under, I'd say, Roman,
What?
Don't resist.
good luck.
Cast light on him. So he can see.
I can see just fine.
Yeah, we can both see this fine.
No, so the monster can see.
Oh,
It'll be drawn to him.
that's fair.
There you go.
That way
Don't
you,
touch me!
Figure 8.
that way you capture it easier.
I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
Oh.
So
I turn into a giant octopus.
fucking
Perfect.
sweet.
That's a CR1 though, but
Whatever. Dude, you're a goddamn giant octopus. That's amazing.
as I jump into
Probably
the
has some
water,
pretty good grapple stats too.
don't attack me now.
Found it!
Are you an attractive giant octopus? Like, is there a chance that the
What's your-
giant
what's your
octopus for
CR
hunting will
lim-
mate
limit?
with you?
I get a 20 on my ride check.
Check 2 right now. Could have been a killer whale at next level, but
You hang on with your ride check.
I heard some interesting things about killer whales today. We'll talk about that later, I guess.
Oh, you know what?
Anybody else going underwater with these
I should've been
three?
giant
There's some
constrictors.
pods
three?
that hunt sharks and
No,
great
the
whites.
3 smart people are not going in the water.
Okay.
They know how to put sharks into tectonic states by flipping them over. And
Cool.
holding
Alright,
them
so
above.
you
Should have been giant constrictors. They can't
start
breathe in the water.
swimming
Great
into the
white-
water.
Yep.
Great white flip it over and it goes unconscious and it just
Okay.
suffocates.
Start exploring.
It's good to know if I ever have
Any
to attack a great white.
any direction or any
About where he
methodology.
saw it, but diving deep and
Okay.
looking for big stuff.
You immediately submerge, so Roman has to like hold his
Yeah.
breath. Okay.
We're going deep, bro.
Fun.
I hope that you're resistant to the bend. So
Resistant to the bends?
yeah.
You know what that is?
No.
So where you don't let your like
It's a
the pressure
diving
in your
pressure
body
thing.
like
Oh.
activate as you go.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Roman doesn't know.
Breaks your freaking cells.
It actually has to do with the nitrogen separation in your cells.
Yeah.
I have no nitrogen. So.
Oh, that's a win. Faerun has no nitrogen.
Right.
Holy fuck! What's in the air?
Magic.
No.
Oh.
Love
I
it.
thought of magic.
That's why we
That's in the
heal.
God damn.
Magic is in the air.
So basically, after about 2.5 minutes,
Mhm.
you know, whatever, how long I think 2.5 minutes, I
You
just
start
ran
tapping
off
out?
and
You're,
well,
you're dead.
I'll try that, but if you're like not responsive to me tapping on you, I'm just gonna dip. Like I can't talk to you.
Does full staff count as responsive?
Yes. So I'm
So you
riding
guys
the giant
get-
crocodile.
Get
in the
out.
water.
You're under. Do you have to concentrate to keep that going? Are you still constant, William?
No.
You're-
Oh, the
Water?
The water thing.
Are you still keeping that going?
I don't. Do I see a point to keep it going?
Yes.
I don't
You
know.
can't swim in that area. Thus, it's
suppose.
less area for us to have
Yeah,
to
I
search.
can keep concentrating on it.
Sure.
Okay.
It's slowly filling in. The water does every round. It slowly fills into it. If you read the spell effect, but yeah,
I read it as it
I thought that
starts
was
to fill in
supposed to-
after.
No, once you're done concentrating,
Yeah.
it slowly fills in. So
Okay.
sweet.
And by slowly, it means like it cascades and
Yeah.
crushes.
Kills people. Dead.
Like, yeah, thank you.
You down below Sakara's pit. and it allows a lot of light to get in. So if you would have had trouble seeing, it's easier.
Dark vision.
You see spires of rock coming up from the bottom, and you catch a glimpse of something that looks like
Me.
like him behind one of the pillars.
Oh,
Sweet.
weird.
Like I'm riding a horse, I try to like steer with my knees in that direction, just in case he didn't see it. You probably have better perception than I do in either case. But I point my sword in that direction.
Okay, we charge it
Charge!
at
Alright.
crocodile speed.
I charge it
Crocodile speed.
at
30 foot if I'm walking, 50 foot if I'm swimming.
We're swimming.
You're swimming.
I'm 60 foot octopus.
Man, you're fast.
That's
I'm
a
whatever
fast
the
octopus.
Crocs the dial.
Alright, rolling it.
Sweet. How long has it been?
Since when?
Since I've been holding my breath?
Since you dove in,
Did
No,
you
we're-
surface
you're
at
no
the bottom
longer-
of the 100 foot and then down?
What I do?
Surface to give him a breath and then go down? Why not?
Okay. Because you said you nudged
The
him,
bottom
and
of the-
or would nudge him at like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. To help me get breath. If he doesn't help me, then I go get it myself,
Okay.
and then I'm disconnected from him, and that sucks.
So
Like,
No, if you nudged me, I would go up momentarily.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
And
he
at the
you're,
bottom
you're
of
like
the-
at the bottom of the crater of water that Bimble or Sakara created. You catch your breath and then dive deeper.
Sweet. So I got time. That's awesome.
You got a few minutes.
Cool. My initiative is 9.
What a weird initiative.
Cool.
My initiative is 18.
But mine's 16.
Just so you know, creatures immersed in water have resistance to fire damage.
In case you were wondering.
So what you're saying is it still works.
It works. Yeah, you can
Alright.
fireball.
Are they susceptible to electric damage?
Doesn't say so.
Ooh, William, what are you at?
Meta.
For this now.
18.
Technically, it would do less damage.
And Bimble.
Post dispersion of current. Yeah.
Can I see them?
And
from where
also,
I
I
am?
have to assume that this
No.
is obviously like
If I can
completely
ever, and I see they're in
pure
combat,
water.
I'll enter initiative.
If there's no
firing
nitrogen in
arrows.
the air and it's magic,
Okay.
there's
Into the
like
water.
no anything in the water
We're gonna keep
either.
an arrow
There's just
penetration
magic
system.
too. Right? No ions, no particles. It's just only water,
Alright.
and then therefore does not conduct electricity.
Alright, so
Is it the extra shit in the water that conducts the electricity?
Sakara,
Yes.
you get to start.
How far away is it
I thought
from where I currently am?
impurities.
How far can you
actually
see?
reduce current
If
flow.
you get a
The
completely
dark vision
water,
from
that's
60
60
feet.
Yeah, let's
That's why
mapify.
you're supposed to
We
put purified
should.
water in batteries. Use map and stuff.
I have dark vision for 60 feet. I am a large octopi.
Markers?
This is me.
Retreat.
What's your tone?
So it's going to be a little bit difficult to. I mean, the 3-dimensional spaces that were underwater, so there's that.
Yeah, that's a factor, but
But,
we'll
I mean,
deal with it.
Charging it.
How far below
Roman
the
is on
surface
Bimble.
of the crater are we?
So
Yes.
Bimble, you are a saber-tooth tiger now.
You're like 50 feet below the top.
do you want
of
to?
the
You're a
water.
dragon. That's more
you're-
crocodile-y.
Yeah.
150 feet down. You guys can see the ocean floor, or not the ocean.
It's
the,
an ocean.
The
The one that I
the
was
floor
talking
of the
about.
lake
this was
at
you?
this point.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Value.
You were on this.
Oh yeah, I'm huge size.
So am I.
You're a huge octopus.
I'm huge.
You're
I don't
probably
think you're
large.
No, you're large.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm large.
Not till you're a
So
giant.
you're large.
like we're fighting.
I'm on the huge
I
guy.
am the giant octopus.
Or gianter.
None of these are
A
there.
dire giant half dragon.
Is the creature large or huge?
Large.
Okay, are you getting one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a one.
Okay. So how far away did you say it was?
I'm 60 feet away. You said
If we
can see it.
are at a good stopping point, that is
Yeah.
an hour in.
Yeah,
So
we
if
could
you
do
wanna
a quick recap.
All right.
Okay.
So prior to combat beginning, a quick recap.
Are
Did
you?
you stop the stop?
I am huge.
All right.
That's
you
more
stop
better.
recording and restart it.
Why would I have done that?
Because we're doing a
Okay.
recap.
What
Can
hour
you
is
do
it?
that right now?
I didn't think we hit 1 hour yet.
We just
It
did.
just went off.